Welcome to Jersey Line. It's football season again. I'm Pat O'Melia, and boy, do we need football season. After 5-6 months of COVID-19, we need to play some football, and it starts tonight in Kansas City, the home of the Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs. They're taking on their nemesis, the Texans, the Houston Texans. I said Dallas Texans. They're showing my age there. Yeah, I'm really excited for football to start. We had a good year last year. I think I was 133 and 128 with 6 ties, so I was on the plus side. In other words, had you bet with me, you won a little bit of money. But remember, if you're betting, bet with your head. Don't bet over it. Don't bet the mortgage or your PPP money or your stimulus money. Bet right. Bet smart. Bet with me, and you'll be okay. Like I said, tonight is the first game of the season. We're in Kansas City with Texas. The Texans, good team. Their quarterback just signed a big contract, so did Mahomes. But they're lacking a receiver when they traded Hopkins over to Arizona. It's a big spread. It's 9 points. But I think KC's going to be on a real roll. I'm going to take Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm giving the 9 points. That's the biggest spread of the week. Now we're back into Sunday, 1 p.m. games. We got the Seattle Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta has never recovered from the Super Bowl where they were up like 29 points and Tom Brady and the Patriots stormed back and won the game. Seattle is a very steady team. You can do well with betting Seattle all year. The spot is 1.5, so it's a light spot. I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks with Wilson giving 1.5 points to the Falcons. 1 o'clock, it's the Jetsies, the remodeled Jetsies. They're going to be the same Jetsies, but they've been remodeled. Hopefully McDonald has a good year. They're at Buffalo with Brady out of the East here. Buffalo is probably going to be the division champ. I'm looking at Buffalo. It's a pretty good line, 6.5. I'm taking Buffalo, minus 6.5. Bears at Lions. Tradition there, these two teams. The Bears have a quarterback problem. You got Foles there, you got Trubisky. They're not that sold on Trubisky. They didn't renew him, and then he went out and traded for Foles. Nick Foles is there, sitting there. But Nick Foles had that one day in the sun with Philadelphia at the Super Bowl, and it really hasn't done anything else since then. I think Stafford's going to have a good comeback year. I think Patricia had a decent year coaching. I'm going to take the Lions minus 3 points. Who bets the Lions? I bet the Lions. 1 o'clock game, Green Bay at Minnesota. There's problems in Green Bay. They didn't help Aaron Rodgers. For that matter, they kicked Aaron Rodgers in the butt by drafting a quarterback in the first round instead of getting him some wide receiver help. There's problems there in Green Bay. Minnesota, you got that CeeDee Lamb. I think he's going to be a good wide receiver. They're loaded. As long as Kirk Cousins doesn't throw the stupid ball, I think they'll have a good year. I'm taking Minnesota minus 2.5 points. Miami at New England. Miami is starting Fitzpatrick, our old friend. He's been everywhere. They're not starting Tuba, so I'm not going with them. Brady's out of New England, but Cam Newton is there. And Cam brings another dimension. Not knocking Brady, but the Giants did beat Brady twice in the Super Bowl. I think Cam Newton gives another dimension for Belichick. The line is 6.5. I'm taking New England, giving the 6.5 points. Philadelphia at Washington. You talk that Washington team, there's no name anymore. Dysfunction, that should be the name of the team. The Washington Dysfunctions. Philly, if the quarterback stays healthy, they're going to challenge Dallas for the lead if he stays healthy. I'm going to take Philly, giving Washington 6 points. The Las Vegas Raiders at Carolina. But you haven't seen the new stadium yet with Vegas. I still refer to them as the Raiders. They will always be the Oakland Raiders. But now they're the Las Vegas Raiders. They're in a fine better shape than the Carolina Panthers are. And the Raiders are giving Carolina 3. I'm taking the Raiders, giving 3. Time for Carr to be a star quarterback. Indianapolis. Phillip Rivers is there now. At Jacksonville. Jacksonville has nobody. If I was in Jacksonville, I'd be the quarterback there. I'm taking Indianapolis, big spot, 8.5. Taking Indianapolis, giving 8 points. Nope, yes, 8 points. I said 8.5. No, it is 8 points. Indianapolis, -8. 1 o'clock game, Cleveland at Baltimore. Our old buddy Beckham has been in the papers all week and then on Twitter about his bedroom antics. Baltimore is going to squash Cleveland. It's going to be a rough year in Cleveland. I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens, -8 points. Chargers at Cincinnati. They are the LA Chargers now. At Cincinnati. They're not starting. Cincinnati's not starting their rookie. Cincinnati's starting a rookie. LA Chargers aren't. Burrow kid, I think he's going to have a real good career. I think Cincinnati is farther along than the Chargers are. I'm taking Cincinnati, and I'm getting 3 points. Home, and I'm getting points. So that's a good bet. Arizona at San Francisco. San Francisco, they'll probably make it to the Super Bowl. At least they'll be in the playoffs, that's for sure. Arizona is going to do much better than last year. And if you were betting with Arizona last year, you did pretty well. They didn't always win, but they made the spot. I'm going to take Arizona +7 points at San Francisco. Arizona +7. Dallas at the LA Rams. LA Rams, if they win 6 games this year, I'll be surprised. There's another team going in the wrong direction. Dallas, I'm not sure of their direction. They got the old Green Bay coach there. They might finally have a calm sideline. They may have a real direction. We'll see what happens there. I'm going to take Dallas, giving the Rams 3 points. Monday night, we got 2 games Monday night. You got my Giants at home against Pittsburgh. Going to be a long night for my Giants at home against Pittsburgh. I'm taking Pittsburgh, giving the Giants 5.5 points. And 10 o'clock, second game on Monday night at 10:10. We have Tennessee at Denver. Von Miller is out for the season, it looks like. If he comes back, it's going to be for the last few games. Tennessee, good, stable team. I'm going to take Tennessee, giving Denver 2.5 points. Let's have a good season. Again, don't bet over your head. Good luck. Talk to you next week.